Hello everyone, welcome back to Brain Power classes. So this is our part 2 of class 12th economics chapter number 7 national income. In in the previous video we studied the meaning, definition and concepts of national income. Now in this video we will study methods of measuring national income, difficulties in measurement of national income and importance of national income. So let's begin with this. Methods of measurement of national incomes. Now there are three methods: output method, income method and expenditure method, that we will be studying one by one. So first method is output method, or also called as product method. So this method is also called the product method or inventory method. In this method, national income is measured from the production side. It is output method, so output is the final production. So in this method, national income is measured from the production side, and we calculate the total value of final goods and services produced in 1 year. And now consider example. Suppose farmers produce cotton. So from cotton is used to make cloth and cloth is used to make shirts. So the final output from raw material is considered. If we count the value of cotton, cloth and shirt separately, then we say then the same value will be counted again and again. So this is called the double counting. Therefore under this method we count only the value of final good, that is shirt. So in this we have two approaches, that is final good approach and value added approach. So final goods approach is key. Final goods are those goods that are ready for final use by the consumers. Example, a shirt purchased by a customer is a final good because it is ready to use. Next is value added approach. So in this approach, we calculate the value added at each stage of production. Formula is value added is equal to value of output minus value of input. The sum of value added at all stages gives us a national income. Now, in this method, what are the precautions to be taken? So first is avoid double counting. Only final goods and services should be included. Second is include goods produced for self-consumption. For example, farmers consuming their own produce. I'm not reading from here because I have created short points, so I'm saying that only, but they are from in this list in the from book only. Next is deduct depreciation. Wear and tear of machinery should be deducted. Include export and deduct imports. Exports increases national income while imports reduces it. Ignore sale of second hand goods. Second hand goods are not a part of current production, so they should be ignored. Now next method is our income method, also called sorry so income method. This method is also called the factor income method. In this method, national income is calculated by adding all incomes earned by factors of production during 1 year. These incomes are rent, wages, interest, profit, mixed income and national net income from abroad. These all are included in this. Now, formula for calculation of national income by income method is national income is equal to rent plus wages plus interest plus profit plus mixed income plus net income from abroad. This is the formula for this. Now, what are the precautions while using the income method? First is transfer payment should not be included. Example, scholarship, pensions, donations, unemployment allowance. These payments are received without producing any goods or services. Unpaid services should not be included. Examples, a mother cooking at home, teaching one's own child. These all services are unpaid that we have to do. So these are not included, should not be included. Sale next is sale of second hand goods should not be included. Income from shares and bonds should not be included because these transactions do not add to current production. Government's income from direct taxes should not be included. Undistributed profits and income from public enterprises should be included. And imputed value of self-consumed production should be included. So these were the 7 precautions of income method. Now, expenditure method. This method is also called the outlay method. According to this method, national income is measured by adding all expenditures made on final goods and services during 1 year. Formula is national income is equal to private final consumption expenditure plus gross domestic private investment expenditure plus government final consumption and investment expenditure plus net exports plus net receipts from abroad. And in simple by lever you can see ni is equal to, that is national income is equal to c plus I plus g plus x minus m r minus p. This is the formula. Now, components of expenditure method. Private final consumption expenditure, expenditure by households on goods and services. Take it examples: food, clothes, medical services, transport. Gross domestic private investment expenditure, expenditure made by businesses on machinery, buildings, new investments. Government final consumption and investment expenditure, government spending on defense, education, health, roads, railways, and dams. So, net foreign investment or net exports is exports minus net exports is equal to exports minus imports. This is the formula. Net receipts, that is R minus P. Net receipts from abroad is equal to net receipts from abroad minus payments made to abroad. So these were the components of it. Now, what are the precautions to be taken while using expenditure method? So expenditure on intermediate goods should not be excluded. Expenditure on second hand goods should be excluded. Transfer payment should be excluded. Purchase of financial assets such as shares and bonds should be excluded. Indirect taxes should be deducted. Subsidy should be added. So these are the 7 precautions should be taken while using the expenditure method. Now, we have, with importance, we do have difficulties too. Now let's see difficulties while measuring the national income. So theoretical difficulties or conceptual difficulties that we will be seeing first. So transfer of payments, difficulty in deciding whether this payment should be included or not. Illegal income, income from gambling, smuggling, and black marketing is difficult to estimate. Unpaid services, as we see now, ki household services are not measured properly. So those are unpaid services. Production for self consumption, many farmers consume their own production, making measurement difficult. So we don't get an idea of the how much they produce and how much they consume. Value income of foreign firms, it becomes difficult to determine whether the income should be counted or not. Valuation of government services, government services do not have a clear market price, so it is also a difficulty. Changes in price level, inflation and deflation affect the measurement of national income. So these were the theoretical difficulties. Now let's see the practical difficulties or statistical difficulties. Problem of double counting, existence of non-monetized sector. In rural areas, many transactions happen without money. Inadequate and unreliable data. Capital gains and capital losses, illiteracy and ignorance. Difficulties in classifying working population. Valuation in inventories. These all 8 are the difficulties of practical difficulties of measuring national income. Learn this because there's one question on this, and many times in board also one question is definitely asked on this. Now let's understand what is the importance of national income. So for the economy, it helps understand the economy, it shows the economic performance of a country. Second, National policies, it helps in formulating national policies. Government uses national income data while making an economic policy, so it is useful from the point of national policies. Economic planning, it is useful for economic planning. As For economic planning, data pertaining to national income is very essential. So this includes data related to countries gross income output, saving, investment and consumption, which can be obtained from different sources. Economic research, helpful for economic research, helpful in comparing standards of living, helps in understanding distribution of income. So these were the six practical important points of national income, or you can say the importance of national income. Here we are done with the chapter. So just remember ki national income is an important indicator of economic development, and it helps us understand production, income, expenditure and overall performance of an economy. So this we are done with the chapter and out the chapter. So thank you everyone, keep learning and keep growing with brain power classes. See you in next video.